taking a look at this factory floor mock-up design, we can see that this is a fairly large, somewhat complicated design. And it might take us quite a bit of time to recreate a design like this. However, if we notice that there's a lot of repetition or patterns within this design, we can use some of our transformation and copy tools to really save a lot of time and create our designs much more efficiently. So, for example, in this design, I might notice that these staircase portions here are fairly complicated shape and design. However, it looks like it's really just a copy of 4 of the exact same staircase designs here. So of course, rather than having to recreate this 4 separate times, I could make use of some of my transform tools. So, to try and recreate this design, I'll go into my transform tools on the left-hand side. And just below translate, I have the option to rotate around axis. So I'll tap on rotate around axis here. And within the rotate around axis tool, first it asks me to select shapes or groups to rotate. So in this case, what I'm looking to rotate would be that staircase design. So I can just do a double tap on the staircase there. And it looks like it's grabbing the entire staircase design. And if I'm happy with my selections, I can tap Next. Next, it's asking me to select a line or any linear edge for my axis of rotation. So what's nice about this, I can use any existing edge to rotate about. So if I just tap on this outer edge here, notice it's creating an axis about that edge, or this edge here, for example, and so on. But I can also use any sketch line as well. So for example, I've added in a sketch line right in the middle of my platform here, because that's probably what I would most likely like to rotate about. So I can tap on that sketched line as well, and again notice that axis of rotation coming in here. So since that's the center of my platform, that is what I'm looking to rotate my staircase design about. So if I'm happy with my axis of rotation, I can tap Next. And now I just set the angle of my rotation. And again here I can turn on Copy, because in this case we'll want to create copies of this staircase, 4 specifically. I can add my angle, so if I'd like to rotate 45 degrees, I can of course rotate 45 degrees, but in my case here I'm actually looking to rotate 90 degrees. Now I can see very easily without having to completely redesign this staircase, I've just created my second set of stairs. If I'm happy with that, I can tap the Done check. And now I can just repeat this same process as many times as I may need. So again, I'll go into Transform, Rotate Around Axis, select my design. And I could just do this 2 more times, but what's really nice about this is I can actually select multiple bodies or groups to save time even further. So instead of just making a copy of one of these staircases, I'll select both and tap Next. Use that same rotational axis. Tap Next again. And now I'll make a copy of both of these staircase sets and rotate 180 degrees. So really by selecting multiple bodies here, I'm just saving myself a couple steps. So of course now you can see if you have a very complex design with a lot of patterns throughout it, you can make use of these copy transformation tools. If I'm happy with this, tap my Done check mark. And now we can see we have our somewhat complex factory floor mock-up design here. And I really cut down on my design time by using my transformation and copy tools. In the next lesson, we'll take a look at using the mirror tools.